The strategic method is about applying strategies for complete a goal. In this case, for the student, could be to reach knowledge. For example, when the student has to read something, for example, and needs to construct meaning from a text, the student needs to separate the relevant information from the irrelevant one, and then the student can apply or must apply three operations that are selection, organization, and elaboration. And these strategies will make sure that the student construct a true knowledge and not only replay what has seen before, like something memorized for one day, to really know, to really acquire knowledge and understand it.
Okay. So to continue with this topic, I'm going to explain in what consists being creative in at the moment of being an autonomous learner. So, well, we all know that being creative is very essential, important in the part of being a student, even a teacher too, but more important as a student. Well, let's say that in the moment of making any kind of task by the teacher, we need to present by the best and perfect way and different way this little topic. So being creative is very essential as the critical thinking, because we are going to present something different, something that is new for the human eye, and that will be our creation, and that will be perfect as a student, as a teacher. As I said before, it's perfect, this part, absolutely. Okay, to continue with this little topic, I'm going to talk about in what consists of being creative at the moment of being an autonomous learner. Well, basically, being creative is having new ideas, new methods, new forms, interpretations, or relations. This is any very important at the moment of being a student or even teacher, because you are going to engage your students and you are going to engage yourself to be better, to, I don't know, but this will help you very much at the moment of being a student. And this strategy is very important as the other one that I'm talking about, the critical thinking. It's very important to develop this one. So no matter what, but you need to have imagination all the time and principle at the moment of making your task.
Another strategy that we can mention is knowledge transfer. According to Tim Mitchell, knowledge transfer, or KT, is a contact sport. It works best when people meet to exchange ideas, sometimes serendipitously, and spot new opportunities. This it's all about the transfer of tangible and intellectual property, expertise, learning, and skills between academia and the non-academic community. With this, we mean that one person can share all the information he or she knows about a topic and then share it with another person in order to exchange ideas about that topic. This is very useful when we are using learning strategies on web, so the students can exchange different ideas, for example, in discussion forums, in order to make a better knowledge, and also the teacher can make them some recommendations so they can understand better the topic. Strategic planning is not just for the business world. While strategic plans have been around in the education sector since the 1980s, it's not as commonly known. Planning is very important in our classes because if we don't make an exact plan of what we are gonna do, our classes will get on disorder. So Marty Krennic shows 3 ways strategic planning is changing school districts and why is it important to use planning. Number 1, provides a focus. A strategic plan formalizes the school district's mission, vision, values, goals, and objectives. This enables stakeholders to voice and agree on the same priorities, and focus on the same path to improvement. Number two, engages the community and stakeholders. Part of the strategic planning process involves engaging the community and other stakeholders in feedback sessions. This insight early on helps the team develop a more targeted strategic plan and builds community support. Number three, helps create efficiency and saves money. School districts that implement strategic plans ultimately create efficiency that can translate to dollar savings.
Also, as a teacher, it's really important to develop new strategies without forgetting the content and information of the class. We have to focus on what we want to teach as teachers to our students, and based on that, we're going to develop or apply some strategies that we think could work with the students according to the topic. Also, it's really important to incorporate the use of technologies in the strategies used because students enjoy using technologies and is what they are used to now. You can tell them to bring books and search for the information when they can bring their cell phone, tablet or laptop and be able to reach more information than only books also. So when the teacher is going to develop a new strategy, it's really important to consider the content and how is this strategy going to be done or what could support the strategies used, and the technology will play a really important part in this.
You may ask, what does this strategic method has to do with the concept of learning to learn? The learning to learn concept is based on the autonomy that each student has to acquire knowledge. For this, it is necessary to develop certain skills that facilitate the search of information. And to develop these skills, it is important to use the strategies to make the search for information easier and correctly. So the strategic method gives us the key to investigate and develop the skills that are needed to acquire the new knowledge, as well as the use of information selection, evaluation, and how to organize all the information using creativity and obviously sharing all the new knowledge with other students. So this defines a student who is learning to learn among other characteristics. And to conclude, the use of the strategic method is learning to learn, and each student needs to use it to facilitate the learning process and be an independent learner.